guys, this is Elba with Broken Journey, the podcast, a podcast that talks about broken journeys in life as well as other bonus topics along the way. My hope is that by listening to these testimonies, they will give you the courage to overcome your own broken journey. Let's create a masterpiece from our broken pieces and create wonderful memories. Our podcast is available on major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and much more. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this next episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at brokenjourney_the podcast. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome back to Broken Journey, the podcast. I am your host, Elba. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far. So, guys, can you believe that we are 2 months into 2024? I'm looking at my calendar and I'm like, it is March 4th already? This is crazy. The time is going by so fast. Anyway, I hope that you have started working on your goals. I hope that you have started journaling. If you haven't heard my episode about journaling, go back and listen to it. Anyway, guys, before I get started on my topic that I want to talk about, I did want to mention that for the month of March, I will be doing a series called Her Story. And I will be having some guests for this month, and I'm so excited. They will be talking about some broken journeys in their lives and how they have overcome them. And so I hope you stick around each and every week to listen to all these new topics that I will be having for the year 2024 and for the month of March. And guys, if you didn't know, on March 8th is International Women's Day. And so if you know, and I'm sure you do, a successful woman, a powerful woman, a woman who has overcome journeys, a woman who inspires you, send them a text, give them a call, send them a postcard, and tell them how proud you are of them. Okay, guys, so now on to my topic. I wanted to talk about authentically me. And what does it mean to be authentically me? Being authentically me means being true to yourself, embracing your unique qualities, your values, your beliefs, and your personality without trying to conform to societal expectations or pretending to be somebody you're not. And so I don't want to speak for everybody, but basically, you want to be able to be yourself. Like right now on social media, when you go onto social media, everyone seems happy, everyone has all their ducks in a row, and everybody seems like everything is all hunky dory, right? And in reality, some of these people are having nervous breakdowns because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, or because they're trying to keep up with the social media and the expectations of what it is to be on social media. Or people are scrolling and looking at these other people's lives and feeling like they're being left behind, or their life is not like that person's life, right? Which is terrible to try to reflect on other people's lives, because behind the camera, you have no idea what they're going through, or, you know, what issues they have. They're only showing you the front of what they want to show you, right? And so just remember that when you are looking at external expectations, right? And then there's impact on well being, right? When individuals are authentic, they express self esteem and inner peace. Authenticity allows people to live more meaningful and fulfilling lives because they are not constantly suppressing or hiding parts of themselves, right? That's another thing. You know, when people are hiding things about themselves, that can cause problems in a relationship. And it doesn't have to be, a spousal relationship. It can also be a friendship, right? People hiding things from each other and things like that, right? And then there's barriers to authenticity, right? Many people struggle to be authentic because they worry about how others will perceive them or fear rejection if they show their true selves, right? So, fear of rejection can be, a lot of things. It can stem back from when you were a child, childhood traumas, or it can be an adult trauma, something that happened to you in a relationship that, you know, it could have been domestic violence, and domestic violence, again, doesn't have to be physical, right? It can be emotional, it can be financial, you know? So some of those things will keep you, fearful, right? And then learning how to overcome those barriers, right? And overcoming those barriers require courage and self awareness. You know, Individuals can work on building their self confidence by practicing vulnerability and challenging limited beliefs that hold them back from expressing their true selves. There's therapy, there's, support from others that can help them through the process, right? And then there's impact on relationships, right? Authenticity is essential for building genuine connections with others. When individuals are authentic, they are more likely to attract people who accept them for who they are and form deeper, more meaningful relationships. And then authenticity fosters trust, intimacy, and emotional connections in interpersonal interactions, right? And then there's cultural and societal influences, right? Cultural and societal norm can significantly impact how authenticity is perceived and expressed. And again, when I said earlier, people looking at other people on social media, looking at what they do, looking at what they have, looking at all these beautiful things, and they don't realize that there's other things behind that camera, like I said before, right? And in some cultures, there may be greater emphasis on conformity and fitting in, making it challenging for individuals to express their authentic selves. And then there's cultivating authenticity. Cultivating authenticity involves practicing self awareness, self compassion, and self expression. Individuals can explore their value, their interests, and passions, and actively pursue activities and relationships that align with their authentic selves. Setting boundaries. Ciao. I could go on for days about setting boundaries, right? We have to make sure that we set boundaries because there are times when people think because they know you that they could just run right over you, run right over your boundaries and do whatever it is that they feel like doing, right? And sometimes for fear that we're going to lose their friendship, we don't know how to tell them they're crossing your boundaries, right? So, just remember that when you are in any kind of relationship, it doesn't matter if it's a friendship or a spousal relationship, right? And practicing assertiveness and surrounding oneself with supportive people are also crucial for fostering authenticity, right? And then the benefits of living authentically. The benefits of living authentically extends beyond personal well-being to include improves mental health, it improves resilience and overall life satisfactions. Authentic individuals are better equipped to cope with challenges, navigate life transitions, and pursue their goals with clarity and convictions. So, guys, in summary, authenticity is a cornerstone of personal growth and well being, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives that are true to their innermost selves. By embracing authenticity, individuals can cultivate deeper connections, express greater fulfillment, and unlock their full potential for growth and self actualization. Guys, let me tell you, there is nothing better than being able to be yourself around anyone. And again, like I said before, if someone doesn't accept you for who you are, then that person really doesn't need to be in your life, right? That person doesn't need to be part of your life. And it's like they say, perfectly imperfect. No one is perfect, but God made you who you are. And God doesn't make mistakes. Where you are today, even if you are going through a storm, just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? And know that better days are coming because we all go through ups and downs because life is lifing and nothing's going to be perfect. But you know what? When you go through those things, this makes you stronger. It gives you a lesson for you to learn, and you will always come out a stronger person. So, with that being said, I wanted to, I got this book from someone, from my niece actually. It says, always find a reason to smile. And I thought this one quote was so cute. Let us come alive to the splendor that is all around us and see the beauty in ordinary things, right? So, guys, as we wrap up the episode today, I wanted to leave you with a reminder that the journey to authenticity is ongoing. Embrace the process, celebrate your progress, and remember that being authentically you is a gift to you and the world. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Authentically Me. Don't let anyone dull your shine, guys. Keep moving forward. Be who you are because the people who matter will always be there. Until next time, stay true, stay authentic, and keep discovering the beauty of being your true self. Thank you again, guys, for joining me. And if this episode touched you, please go ahead and pass it along to your friends. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.